the real reason your belly fat refuses to disappear has nothing to do with how hard you diet or how many hours you exercise, but everything to do with a single hidden hormone silently working against you every day. Millions of people try extreme diets, intense workouts, and endless fat-burning tricks, yet that stubborn, deep belly fat refuses to go away. The truth is shocking. The real enemy behind visceral fat is often a stress hormone called cortisol. When cortisol stays high, your body goes into survival mode. Instead of burning fat, it protects it, especially the dangerous fat that builds around your organs. And this type of fat is not just about appearance. Visceral fat surrounds the liver, pancreas, and intestines. It is strongly linked to heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and chronic inflammation. That is why understanding how cortisol affects fat storage may be one of the most powerful health secrets you can learn. According to Dr. Rice, one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to lose belly fat is pushing their body into more stress. Extreme dieting, overtraining, lack of sleep, and constant mental pressure can push cortisol levels even higher. And when cortisol rises, the body holds on to visceral fat like a protective shield. But the good news is that the body also has a natural fat-burning switch. When cortisol drops and the body feels safe and balanced, it begins releasing stored visceral fat for energy. This is why many experts now focus on calming the body rather than punishing it. One of the most powerful ways to lower cortisol is improving sleep quality. When you sleep deeply, your body resets hormone levels and repairs metabolism. Poor sleep, even for a few nights, can increase cortisol and make the body store more abdominal fat. Dr. Rice explains that adults who consistently sleep 7 to 8 hours allow their body to regulate appetite hormones and burn fat more efficiently. Another important factor is how you start your morning. Many people wake up and immediately check their phone, rush through breakfast, and flood their body with stress signals. Instead, starting the day calmly can help regulate cortisol. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing, sunlight exposure, or gentle stretching can send a message to the brain that the body is safe and relaxed. Nutrition also plays a huge role in visceral fat loss. When people skip meals or drastically cut calories, the body interprets it as starvation. Cortisol increases, metabolism slows, and fat burning becomes harder. Instead of starving the body, balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and fiber help stabilize blood sugar and reduce stress signals. Protein is particularly important because it helps preserve muscle while the body burns fat. Foods such as eggs, fish, yogurt, beans, and nuts provide the nutrients needed to support metabolism without triggering stress hormones. Healthy fats are another misunderstood secret. Many people avoid fats when trying to lose weight, but certain fats actually help control cortisol and inflammation. Avocados, olive oil, seeds, and fatty fish provide nutrients that support hormone balance and long-term fat burning. Movement also affects cortisol more than most people realize. While exercise is essential for health, extremely intense workouts every day can push cortisol too high. Dr. Rice often explains that the body burns fat best when movement is consistent but not overwhelming. Walking is one of the most underrated fat-burning activities. A simple daily walk helps the body use stored fat for energy without creating excessive stress. Many studies show that regular walking can significantly reduce visceral fat over time. Strength training also helps because muscle tissue increases metabolic activity. When muscle grows, the body naturally burns more calories even at rest. But the key is balance. Short, effective workouts combined with recovery allow the body to stay in a fat-burning state instead of a stress state. Another hidden factor behind stubborn visceral fat is chronic mental stress. When the brain constantly senses pressure, deadlines, or emotional tension, it signals the adrenal glands to release cortisol. Over time, this creates a cycle where the body stores fat for protection. Simple stress-reducing habits can make a surprising difference. Meditation, prayer, slow breathing, and spending time in nature can lower cortisol levels. Even laughter and positive social interactions help calm the nervous system. Hydration also plays a role that many people ignore. Dehydration can increase cortisol and slow down metabolism. Drinking enough water helps the body maintain healthy blood flow, digestion, and energy balance. One powerful technique that Dr. Rice often mentions is mindful eating. Many people eat quickly while distracted by phones or television. This can confuse hunger signals and increase stress responses. Eating slowly and paying attention to food allows the body to digest properly and regulate appetite hormones. Another surprising contributor to high cortisol is excessive caffeine. While coffee can boost energy, too much caffeine can overstimulate the adrenal glands. Reducing caffeine intake, especially late in the day, can help restore hormonal balance and improve sleep quality. Sunlight exposure is another natural tool for controlling cortisol rhythms. When the body receives morning sunlight, it helps regulate the internal clock known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm controls hormone release, sleep patterns, and metabolic function. Dr. Rice explains that people who spend more time outdoors often have better cortisol balance and improved metabolic health. Even 10 to 15 minutes of natural light in the morning can help reset the body's hormonal system. One of the most important things to understand is that visceral fat loss is not about forcing the body harder. It is about creating an environment where the body feels safe enough to release stored energy. When stress decreases, sleep improves, nutrition becomes balanced, and movement becomes consistent, the body gradually begins melting visceral fat on its own. This process may feel slower than extreme dieting, but it is far more sustainable and healthier in the long run. Dr. Rice emphasizes that the goal is not perfection, but consistency. Small daily habits create powerful hormonal changes over time. A calm nervous system, balanced meals, restorative sleep, and regular movement work together like a metabolic reset. The human body is incredibly intelligent. It stores fat when it senses danger and releases fat when it senses safety. By lowering cortisol and supporting the body's natural rhythms, you allow metabolism to function the way it was designed. And once that happens, something remarkable begins to occur. The stubborn visceral fat that once seemed impossible to lose slowly begins to disappear. Energy levels rise, and the body starts feeling lighter, healthier, and more alive. The secret was never about punishing your body. The real secret was learning how to work with it.